Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'll be reacting to Deep DISCOG Dive by Pitbull. Now, I've never watched a Mike the Snare video. I've definitely heard of him before, and I'm pretty sure I have seen him. I'm recommended. Yeah, we got the cord today. Shit needs to be charged. But yeah, I've seen him. Not my recommended before, and Lux99 recommended me to watch him. So yeah, obviously we're gonna say what the glorious king recommends. So yeah, we're gonna be watching Deep DISCOG Dive Pitbull. Now, why Pitbull? Who knows? Let's just watch it. Oh, we got the meal for today. It's half eaten because I ate it, and then we also have Monster Ultra Red Diabetic Speedrun, baby. Let's start the video.
Welcome back to the Deep DISCOG Dive. Let us pray. Our Father, who art in Miami, hallowed be the 305. Thy kingdom come,
All right.
thy will be
Lux99, what do you got me watching, bro? I'm kidding.
done on earth through Mr. Worldwide. Give us this day our little Chico, and forgive us our... as we forgive those who...
Does this happen in every video?
...against us. And lead us not into Times Square with the Kodak, but deliver our lives from negative to positive. I just want you to know that. Dale. Today, we're talking about Pitbull. Let's dive in.
Pitbull.
Ah, look, it's Ronan, defender of the week, pooper of parties.
This time, we're going to Miami.
What?
Armando Christian Perez was born in January 1981 as a first-generation Cuban-American. His whole family hailed from Cuba. His mother came over through Operation Peter Pan, the large-scale exodus of Cuban children in the early 1960s. She also, according to Armando, did most of the parenting. His father was around, but largely absent after he and Armando's mom split. But his father did leave an impact in one way. After bouncing between foster homes, Armando found himself following in his father's footsteps, earning his money the same way his dad did. Ziploc bags of powdered sugar. Young Armando found himself in the Miami drug game, but he had higher aspirations. He looked to musicians such as Jay-Z, Nas, Celia Cruz, Willie Chirino, and the Miami bass scene at large, a scene defined by pounding bass, dance rhythms, and stuff you probably couldn't say on Bluey. In 2001, Armando signed to Luther Campbell's Luke Records. Luther's better known as Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew. His chosen artist name was Pitbull, based on the dog of the same name and their trademark Restless Spirit. Pitbull's first appearances on an album were 2 songs off Uncle Luke's Something Nasty. Pitbull was not long for Luke, though, as he soon signed a new deal with Slip and Slide Records. It was also during his Slip and Slide time that Pitbull recorded what might technically be his first solo album, Welcome to the 305. I say technically for 2 reasons. 1, Pitbull is not actually on the record that much, and 2, it never officially came out. While it's never been confirmed why, one possible reason is that Pitbull quickly changed labels again and joined TVT Records. This change in label will lead to a funny story related to this album, so please mark that on your calendar. Every artist needs a champion, someone to vouch for them when they're starting out. For Pitbull, that champion was Lil Jon. That champion was Lil Jon. The two met in Miami, and Lil Jon took a liking to Pitbull after hearing future Too Fast, Too Furious soundtrack highlight, Oye. In 2002, Pitbull even got his very own song on Lil Jon's album, Kings of Crunk. Uncle Luke, Lil Jon,
that's fire.
Too Fast, Too Furious, Slip and Slide.
Guys,
all 4.
Can we talk about how Fast and Furious is literally the greatest movie franchise of all time? I'm not even kidding, bro. I'm not even kidding. Name a better franchise in cinema. You can't name it, bro. You cannot name a better franchise than Fast and Furious, bro. Like, come on, bro. Fast 10 literally clears all the other movies of all time, bro. Like, come on, bro. Fast 5, Fast 6, Fast 7, Fast 8, Fast 4, Tokyo Drift, bro. Like, come on. All those movies are goated, bro. Come on, man. You can't tell me that Fast and Furious is not the most goated franchise of all time, bro. Like, I mean, I think everybody already knows that, but like, I just had to point it out.
The stage was set. All that was left was to begin the journey. In this life, there are things that are true because of facts and things that are true because of something greater than us. The love of your partner or parent can't necessarily be quantified, but it's real all the same. Pitbull having
I never had that.
Is something that is factually true, but I bet some of you clicked on this video because you were like, Pitbull had albums? And he does, way more than you'd expect. And that discography began with
It's just sad that I know that. Is that what he's implying?
In August 2004. Now let's see how Pitbull's early work differed from his more mainstream stuff. Miami is mostly comprised of dance tracks with production common to the time it was made and Pitbull rapping about money, partying, and women. Wow, that is completely different to what his music is now.
What? Bro,
today I want to ask you.
Why I thought this is actually real for a second.
I was surprised to find how early the Pitbull formula was established, and it won't change much from here, which means we really get to focus on the specific differences made to the core formula. The first difference here is the production on Miami. It's in line with the sound of popular 2000s rap music. Crunk, Miami bass, a bit of reggaeton. Lil Jon's behind the board for most of Miami, along with the Diaz brothers and a couple other producers. But still, the sound of this record encourages you to get on the dance floor, just in a very 2000s way.
The only thing I love more than dancing is crank yankers.
I'm not gonna say Pitt was ever a mind-melting lyricist, a lyrical miracle, a Doritos, Cheetos, and Fritos.
No, he is like a lyrical genius.
He's got the classic...
He's a lyrical miracle.
To signal his impending entrance.
He's a spiritual lyrical miracle, man. Come on, buddy.
That, by the way? But it's especially hard to name specific Pitbull songs because, as we will see going forward, most Pitbull songs are pretty similar. Culo, which of course means ass, has a good hook, good Jamaican rhythm, good...
Well, I've heard this song.
Lil Jon. It's definitely radio ready. Same with Shake It Up with that wiggly synth. So 2000s, why don't we have more wiggly synths in pop music these days? I Wonder has a hook that reminds me of Don't Funk With My Heart.
I thought he was Kanye.
Turns out that's because they both sample I Wonder If I Take You Home. Hustlers with
That song's
Brawl
fire.
is a more serious track inspired by his and his father's time running drugs. Solid production on this one. And Melting Pot
I can't
also
relate.
has solid production, courtesy of DJ Khaled.
Hit the button!
What? Whoa. Hardy, what the... Ew. What? DJ Khaled? This guy produces music since when?
Courtesy of...
Nah, that's fake credits. That's fake. Surely.
DJ Khaled?
That's like fake news.
This album is a fine example of Pitbull's core ethos and musical style, though I would recommend checking out specific highlights.
I know that like DJ Khaled was a producer. Like, and he did produce like a fair amount. When did he just stop producing? He's like, fuck, I'm just gonna get a bunch of artists and have other people produce for me. When did he start doing that? Like, was it like what was DJ Khaled's first real hit? Does anyone know? I should probably know this, but I don't know. Was that produced by him? I'm not sure. I just want to know when did he go from actual producing to just being a mascot, I guess, in the songs. You know what I'm saying? Someone tell me in the comments.
Over a full album listen. You know what surprises me more than Miami being fine? It doing pretty well when it came out. It wasn't a smash hit necessarily, but reviews were positive overall, the record sold well, and Culo got up to 32 on the Hot 100.
Yeah. I knew that song had to have been a hit because I've heard it before.
But nah, dude was doing all right in the mid-2000s. In 2005, he joined the Anger Management Tour with Eminem, 50 Cent, and Lil Jon. He also released
Anger Management Tour. Yeah, sounds right with those artists in there. Sounds right.
Masami is okay. In early 2006, he scored his first TV role, guest starring on the UPN one-season wonder South Beach with Giancarlo Esposito. And
What?
in October 2006, Pitbull released El Mariel.
All right, what the? This lore is like genuinely insane. Like,
Role, guest starring on the UPN one-season wonder South Beach with
we are not a superhero
Giancarlo
company.
Esposito. And
We're
in
a
October
pharmaceutical company.
2006, Pitbull released El Mariel. See, his mind really is in 3006. On South Beach, he enters on a boat. Next album, named after the famed Boatlift of 1980. The same statement I made about Miami still rings true for El Mariel, except this time it's semi-bold instead of medium. More 2000s era dance rap production, still from Lil Jon and the Diaz brothers, but also Pharrell and Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's Dale? I will say, there is
Shakespeare.
more of a Latin influence, maybe inspired by Kulo's success or the political undertones of the album. That's right, in between the rhymes about how cool Pitbull is, there are interludes woven into the track list. These are more serious, reflecting the struggles that Pitbull has gone through in life.
That's
And I
fire.
don't really care for them. Not that the perspective isn't warranted or valid, it's just that they create this feeling that El Mariel is more serious, and it really isn't. The skits
I mean,
don't sit right
is there an
with the
actual
majority of the
Pitbull album
record,
that's
which
like
is still about
genuinely
partying
like
and money and
fuck,
drugs.
like we're
Now, I'm happy
looking at
to
the
marinate
introspection
in
of
that
society? Like,
juxtaposition,
is there
but
actually
Pitbull
like I
doesn't
don't think
match
there's
the
gonna be a
skits' energy,
Pitbull
aside
album
from Blood is Thicker Than
talking
Water
about that
and
type of shit.
Raindrops. I just feel like I'm making excuses for him. Miami is a good opener with some very good horns. Geloso is the Pharrell production, and what's the thing we all associate with Pharrell? Everybody say it on three. 1, 2, 3, accordion. Bojangles with Lil Jon.
Whoa,
and the
whoa,
Yin Yang
whoa,
Twins was the biggest single off
whoa,
this record. It's fine, except that kick drum's too loud, man. Listen here, producers of this song that is almost 20 years old. Go into Logic or Fruity Loops or whatever you used and take the MIDI velocity of that kick drum from 127 to like 90. This album is a fine example of Pitbull's core ethos and musical style, though I would recommend checking out specific highlights over a full album listen.
That cover is fire.
Like Kulo, but it did better than Miami
Kulo!
on the charts. Pitbull's star was still on the rise, so of course he went through a classic rite of passage for any celebrity in the.
Wait,
2000s.
when was this? When was this made? When was the album made? Oh, that's when I was born.
Score a hit like Kulo,
That's when I was
but it
born.
Did better than Miami on the album
W.
charts. Pitbull's star was still on the rise, so of course he went through a classic rite of passage for any celebrity in the 2000s. Appearing on MTV's Punk'd. In one episode, he gives out expired Thanksgiving turkeys
that's some
by
unk shit.
accident and tries to get this one kid's turkey back. The kid responds by having a complete mental breakdown.
Whoa, whoa, what the fuck?
Man, to all my 2000s kids, what the hell were we doing? Why did we like
Oh
this?
yeah, what
Also
were we
got his
doing?
own
Yeah,
show
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
2007, Pitbull's
I was there.
Live
I was
It
there.
was a variety show where Pitbull and friends would tackle a subject through interviews and social experiments.
Now this week the topic is something you know is hot, it's spicy, it's got sazon, it's immigration, folks.
But it was made in the 2000s, so it was kinda dumb. In November 2007, we got Pitbull's third album and the second named after the Mariel Boatlift, The Boatlift.
Wait, that cover?
At
That
this
cover's
rate, his
fire.
next two albums will be called Of and 1980. Well, this time, we see the first change in Pitbull's sound. As pop music was entering its club phase, Pitbull was embracing the new sound of the late 2000s. A lot of reviews at the time noted this shift, whether it be due to the changing sound of pop, Pitbull's determination to gain a wider audience, or a mix of both. The anthem is the best song, largely thanks to that giant sax hook taken from Calabria. There's a bit of history in the making with My Life, which has the first credited appearance on a song by Jason Derulo. Instead of the serious interludes from El Mariel, we get interludes where Pitbull freestyles a cappella
Every
about how great he
time
is.
that
I can
you
accept this.
get
Secret Admirer with
undressed,
Lloyd was one of the singles.
I hear
and I'm pretty
Sam
tepid on it. Let me put it like this.
in
When
my
Pitbull says he
head.
has f***ed, I believe him. When he says
Yeah,
he
me too.
currently fucks or will fuck
He's
in the
always
future,
fucking.
I don't believe him. Does
Wait,
that
what?
make sense? I buy his sexual prowess when he's using it to.
Nah, he's the
assert
GOAT,
how
buddy.
good
What are you
he
talking
is,
about?
But not when he's trying to actually seduce. I'm sorry, but he's trying to be a master seducer on the
Whoa.
same album with a song called Dookie Love.
That's what I call her ass so fat. I wonder if your mama gave you that. You got that.
No, it's not spelled the same way, but it still sounds like the word, and so it's gross.
Este álbum es un buen ejemplo del espíritu central y el estilo musical de Pitbull, aunque recomendaría ver aspectos destacados específicos antes de escuchar el álbum completo.
Now,
Bro, how
if
many
you actually
albums
did
does this
what I
guy
said
have?
earlier,
Holy fuck.
if you did not defy me, you marked on your calendar the time when I would tell you the funny story about Pitt's unreleased album. In 2007, Slip and Slide Records wanted to release Welcome to the 305, but TVT sued them to prevent the album's release and maintain their sole control over future Pitbull releases. Well, turns out TVT lost that lawsuit and the following appeal, effectively leading to their bankruptcy in 2008. Pitbull used the break between labels to get in on the mixtape game. In September 2008, he released Free Agent, the first of 4 mixtapes released between 2008 and 2010.
I'm not going to focus
Guys, I might sound very young for this. Like, what even? Okay, no. This actually is kind of embarrassing. What even is a mixtape? Is that crazy for is me the music reactor? Is that crazy for me to ask that? Cause I'm 16. Okay. Do people still make mixtapes? Is that still a thing? Like people are like, oh, you fucking, you want to purchase my mixtape? Are people like that anymore? Is it like an album but not officially released, or is it like an EP? Might be very embarrassing for me. I can't even lie. Yeah, just tell me in the comments. No judgment. I'm just asking the question. Just for scientific purposes. Obviously, I already know the answer, but I just want people in the comments to tell me, what it is. You know what I'm saying? So.
focus on the other mixtapes, but I'm highlighting this one because it's the first one and because of one particular track. And you might already know what I'm about to bring up, but in case you don't, I'd like to introduce you to American War.
Where should I start? Let's start with how Bush tore the country apart. Now let's talk facts. All they want is oil in Iraq. Attention, we got Saddam but no Bin Laden. Looks like he's fighting the war for his daddy. Osama's people, Bush's people, them motherfuckers like family. Attention, last time I checked, war means more money for these corporate companies. Yeah, that's correct. Ain't Bush involved with all these companies? Yeah, that's correct. Oh shit, attention. Misery loves company, so don't be surprised if them boys come for me. So if
This is fire, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. This is fire.
Attention.
Hashtag facts.
Who would have thought the most vitriolic anti-war song of the 2000s would have come from this guy?
In 2009, Pitbull not only
That's
started
fire,
his
bro.
own Mr. 305 imprint, but he also signed with a subsidiary of Sony. And in August that same year, he released Pitbull starring in Rebelution.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I know you want me.
Okay, I know this song.
Phenomenal kick drum, bro. It's this perfect blend of low end, punch, and air, confident but not forceful, and it goes so well with the snare and the little sonar ping. So this is the lead single, I Know You Want Me, Calle Ocho. I think this song is actually really good, and it's entirely because of the beat. Pitbull's fine on it too, but really it's that Eurodance influenced perk that gets me riled up. And not that kind of perk, I mean this kind of perk. It would go on to be a huge single. Speaking of huge singles, Hotel Room Service.
Yeah, that's fire.
I always thought that was the dumbest line. No offense to Holiday Inns, I've stated that
Holiday
before, but
Inn.
that is not the hotel chain I think of when conjuring wealth and rap game prowess. Well, it turns out I'm a bit ignorant. It's a reference to Rapper's Delight.
Oh, yeah.
Triumph has good horns. I will stand on this point. Horns just sound good on Pitbull songs. Shut It Down has this robo voice saying music. Thank you, robo voice, for confirming in real time that this is music. But the fact that you're
Fuck, I didn't know.
makes me wonder if it really is. Crazy has Lil Jon, Across the World has B.O.B., which is why it's not called Around the World, Girls has Kesha. It's all standard, polished, late 2000s electro-pop rap, and Pitbull sounds more at home in it here than he did on both.
Ellen.
I'd argue that the transformation of Pitbull had not fully completed yet. Sonically, it's pretty much there, but there's another piece that I think is even more important. Before that, though, can anyone translate this?
Wait. Let's see.
Before that, though,
I got a 90. Wait. I got a 19 out of 20 on my Spanish final that I took today. Let's see if it's paid off.
this?
All right, let's see. Okay, fuck. Okay, all of the idioms are in Spanish with a lot of words. Did I get that right? I think I did. Yep. 98% in Spanish. Spanish one, baby.
2 top 10 singles. Further boosting Pitbull's profile was the Pharrell-produced single Blanco from the Fast and Furious soundtrack. Not the Fast and the Furious, mind you, Fast and Furious. Some might
Yeah.
point to Rebelution as
Don't get that shit
Pitbull's
mixed up, bro. Come
mainstream
on.
breakthrough, and fair enough. But I'd argue 2010 was the year Pitbull really took off, thanks to the songs he featured on.
I will not touch on every single song that Pitbull has been featured on because, oh my god, he has done so many. So I'll only be focusing on
Bro, Loki.
In 2010,
If I was a big artist, bro, I feel like features would be so fun. Like, bro, if I were like a big artist, I was like, and like I just drop an album, like every song, like it's in the top 20, like type shit, like my debut at #1 every time I drop a song. Like, if I were that type of artist, bro, I would do so many features, bro. Like, I would be like the dude with like 1,000 followers on Instagram. He's like, ask me for your feature. Like, yeah, fuck it, bro. I'll give you a feature. Like, bro, if I want to be famous so bad, bro. Like you guys don't even know. Like, I want to be famous so bad. Like, genuinely, I want to be famous so bad, bro. Like, that would be so fun. It would just be I feel like it would be so fun to be famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And I know I'm not gonna get famous off of reacting. Obviously, well, maybe. That depends on what like I truly like transform my content into. But I do have a second channel. I need to start linking that in the description. I think I might link it in this one. But I don't know. I was gonna do song reactions on my second channel, but then I was like, eh. And I think I'm just gonna do like random shit on that channel. I'm just gonna like see like what I like want to do on that second channel. Obviously, I'm gonna keep uploading on this one because I love doing music reactions. I love reacting to Todd, Mark, Lux, Sean if he fucking uploads. Double Agent, which I mean his channel was deleted, which unlucky. Who else? Lizette G. Maybe even more Mike the Snare. And dang, I need more people to react to. No? Oh, maybe Mike Ramp. I need to see what he's been uploading. I'm wasting time. All right, let me get back in the video. I don't know what I'm yapping about.
and those were Enrique Iglesias' I Like It and Usher's DJ Got Us Falling in Love.
Both of these songs are fire, bro.
Like It was Enrique's big re-entry to the mainstream, though it's one of those hits that I never really heard in its day. I don't know why. I like it enough, it's fine. And DJ Got Us Falling in Love is one of Usher's finest songs, with a decent verse from Pitbull. Or actually, did you know there are 2 versions of this song? Yeah, the only difference
The
is
Minecraft
Pitbull
version.
verse. One has the line about
Oh.
TiVo in 2010.
Bro, my life is a movie and you I'm just TiVo.
and the other has way more Spanglish.
Dale abre allí, papá Nicolás, baby, let me see. Yo soy el cubanito que está tostadito, yo fresco, no.
But there's a secret third version that's better than those two, and truly, it's better than any song either artist has ever made. The Minecraft version.
Obviously, come on, buddy. Oh, no. See, of course, come on. I already been saying that. Like we were talking about that like 10 years ago. Come on, buddy.
In November 2010, Pitbull released.
Whoa, bro,
You might
Pitbull,
think
man.
He named it after himself.
The girls
He
in your
actually named
videos
it after his father, who shares
very
his
beautiful.
name. See, he's there in the clouds.
Mr. Worldwide.
Shh, Pitbull, don't say that yet. I'm working up to something. You can say it on the next record, though. Now, here's a question. Why does this album exist? I don't mean that in a mean-spirited way, like, this is so bad, why does it exist? But more like, why did he choose to do this after Rebelution? He follows up his most commercially successful album yet, the one that gave him 2 genuine pop hits, with his first album primarily in Spanish, which would, spoilers, not sell remotely as well. I have to admire the decision to stick to one's artistic intuitions, even though this is not some major change in sound. It occupies the middle Boatlift and Rebelution. While the words are not in English, the topics are very much the same. Money, parties, women, etc. Mujeres is a flip on the Beastie Boys' Girls. Bon Bon samples We No Speak Americano.
Yo vengo pa' lo mío, la dejo confundida como un calofrío.
Guantanamera, She's Hot, translates to Girl from Guantanamo. She's Hot. Vida 23 has Nair on it. We're so close. We're so goddamn close to peak. And Orgullo is a love letter to Pitbull's Latin heritage. If you didn't care for Rebelution's full-on pop sound, you might enjoy
what is
Armando
blood
a
doing,
bit
bro?
more, and I hope you do, because Pitbull is about to learn what an oblate spheroid is. Armando sold fine and had no big hits, but it didn't matter. In 2011, Pitbull teamed up with a 2000s pop star looking to make her big comeback in this new era. That's right, he teamed up with Jennifer Lopez for Fresh Out the Oven. But it wasn't very good.
What?
So then they released this.
Oh shit.
You can rationalize it however you want. You can pretend you're above it. I don't care. On the Floor is a Bop. Classic pop song chord progression, solid reggaeton beat, melodic
good.
hook, never mind
Not too
everyone's
crazy.
going to jail. And Pitbull works well on it, especially this bit with the low pass filter.
It's like a trunk full of bass on an old school Chevy. 7 tray Donkey Donk. All I need is some vodka, some Shonky Conk, and watch it go get Donkey Kong.
2011 was also when Pitbull
Was he-
became an
what is he-
equity
did
partner
anyone
with
know what he was talking about there?
A brand he would go
Donkey
on to
Konk?
own outright. And if you ever forget that, don't worry, he will remind you of that on basically every song going forward. In June 2011, scientists discovered Planet Pit. That name dates back to his Miami days. Planet Pit was his website. Let's pull up that opening track.
Oh, I don't think it's because of Duncan. Don't think it's because of Chrome either.
They do?
Apparently they do now. Mr. 305 has become Mr. Worldwide.
The 305 worldwide.
I got this for my firstborn child, but honestly, it works just as well for this scenario.
That's
Here's
fire.
the true spiritual shift in Pitbull's style. Pitbull's songs
My
are
man's
now fully
sweating.
about the good time. From Planet Pit onward, this man is throwing Gatsby-level get-downs. They sound lavish. Nearly every major pop producer of the early 2010s is on at least one song. And Rebelution had the club sound dialed in, but Pitt was still trying to drop bars like money was a major issue. That's not necessarily...
You know what I always
the
thought?
newfound
I thought Pitbull like produced a lot of like his songs, but like I'm finding out that like he not really isn't. Like he gets like other producers to do shit. I don't know why. I always thought like he produced always like his own beats, but I guess not. I don't know. I guess something's wrong.
inclusionary attitude to this
I don't know why I
track.
thought
Pitt's
that.
still gonna tell you how great he is, but that's more to establish the good time, his position as the ringleader of it, and why you should be having the good time. Take the first proper song, for example. Give Me Everything.
Okay. This is probably his best song. Right? Yeah, no, this is his best song. Ooh. Wait. I might be speaking too soon. Hold on. Just wait. I don't know. There's one song that might beat it, but
Oh, stop. You looked fine that day.
I don't know how these lines aren't more celebrated in music today. I remember you was conflicted. You wouldn't be with a Kodak. I don't know where I was going with that one. Pitbull was one of Kodak's celebrity reps when this song came out.
Oh, so I just
Kodak
unwittingly
Black.
did product placement for Kodak on behalf of Pitbull.
I can't hate this song. It's dumb as
You
hell, but
tonight.
sounds good. So
Give
is
me
Pitbull. He gets to
everything.
do a
What about the
tiny
other? What about the
Lindsay
other feature?
Lohan reference?
No fun.
Hope it was worth the near lawsuit, bro. Reign Over Me with Mark Anthony is like
I've heard of
Enrique's
this.
I Like It, in that it's Pitbull with a Latin American pop star making a comeback, and I had not heard it in full until I went through Pitbull's albums. Seriously, I
too.
think this one completely missed my local pop stations. Hey Baby, Drop It
Same.
to the Floor is memorable solely for the way T-Pain enunciates the word store. You might be picking up on this, but the guest list is massive this time. Shake Sonora has both T-Pain and Sean Paul. Took My Love has Red Foo, like Red Foo from LMFAO. That's funny, right? It's in the name. International Love features...
I
This
put
was
it
another
down like New
It's
York
fascinating that
City.
Chris only names American cities on the chorus of a song called International Love. Man, this takes me back to the times when pop music was a lot easier to make fun of, which maybe isn't the healthiest thing to romanticize, but sometimes you just gotta play the role of bitch-ass consumer in the greater ecosystem.
True.
Remember back in the days when you pull up a YouTube music review and it'd be like,
I don't care who you are in this bar, it only matters who I am.
that isn't the correct present tense form of the verb be, you piece of shit. Is Planet Pit a good album?
Is Pitbull
Yes.
not right behind me?
You go to it for the singles, no question. The deep cuts don't do much to set themselves apart, except for something for the DJs.
If you're sexy and you know it, say oh yeah.
Wow, why didn't the trend of interpolating children's rhymes into pop music take off?
You love you, I love me. That's why this was.
Oh, okay, never mind. It looks like they were ahead of their time.
And now I'm ahead of the cliff's edge.
Regardless of quality, though, history had already been made.
Ah,
Mr.
yeah, yeah.
Worldwide was born.
Tonight, might not get tomorrow. Song is so fire.
All
Global
of Planet
warming.
Pit's singles were huge, specifically Give Me Everything, which became Pitbull's first #1 hit. April
Damn.
2012 saw Pitbull team up again with J-Lo for Dance Again. This one's fine. He also featured on The
that
Founding
even
of
a hit?
Charter School.
Their first record does not get enough love.
That's right, Pitbull founded the Slam Academy Charter School in Miami. 2 more slams have sprung
All
up
right,
in the
cool.
years since.
Wait, aren't
This
charter
is
schools
good,
bad?
right? The idea of Pitbull starting schools is funny to me, but I have not read anything.
Oh, no,
to
no,
suggest
no,
that
well-
these are huge.
Well, not. Well, yeah. Like, isn't there like what's the problem with charter schools? I don't even remember. Like, I knew like there's like a big problem with that. I don't even remember what it is though. I forgot.
Scams. I suppose the biggest objection you could have is if you just don't like charter schools, or if you
Oh.
don't want your kid's education being overseen by Mr. Worldwide. But he must put some stock in. the
I
schools
would
program,
want to be
since some of his
overseen by
kids
Mr.
attended Slam.
Worldwide.
Wait, Pitbull has kids? Can Pitbull start beefing with Kendrick Lamar so Kendrick can expose more about Pitbull's 6 kids? But it was not all rainbows and dales for Pitbull in 2012. You see, there was this contest Pitbull did with Walmart. The gist was, people would vote on Facebook for their favorite Walmart store, and the winning store would get a visit and a concert
What?
from Pitbull. Sounds fun, harmless, right? Well, some real funny men thought it would be funny for Pitbull to perform at the most remote Walmart
This
in
was
the country.
either
And through a
performed by
grassroots
4chan or
online
Reddit. You already know.
campaign, They got their wish. The winning Walmart was in Kodiak, Alaska. But to his credit, Pitbull followed through.
Well, you gotta understand that I will go anywhere in the world for my fans.
W
He flew
Pitbull,
out
bro.
to Kodiak, and he gave a performance. He even invited the guy behind the online petition. So, respect, Pitbull. Well played.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
Environment, and to be honest, it's very, very, very beautiful here.
In November 2012, Pitbull gave us Global Warming.
Oh my god! I need a better ad blocker, bro. Oh my goodness.
so he was behind it. Named because, like global warming, Pitbull had existed for a long time, but was not recognized until he couldn't be ignored. Just for the sake of efficiency, I'll be looking at Global Warming Meltdown, the 2013 reissue that includes the Meltdown EP. Again, a Pitbull record is only really as good as its singles. Don't Stop the Party is a solid, no-frills Pitbull track. Nice drum fill. Feel This Moment with Christina Aguilera is Pitbull's big inspirational anthem. Pitbull not only wants
this
you
one
to
was so
have a
mid to
good
me.
time,
It's always been
not
mid to
only
me.
wants you to recognize how cool he is, but he wants you to choose being present and conscious in this moment, so that this can hit you in the face even harder. Now look, is this rehashing of Aha's Take On Me egregious? Does it not really make sense in context with the rest of the song? Is it just there to have a classic pop melody, do the grunt work so you don't really have to write a song? On one hand,
True.
yes. On the other hand, yes. I love how these days we complain about pop songs rehashing
Oh my
melodies
God,
as
Baby
if it's a
Rexha,
new
man.
thing, when Pitbull was
I'm
out
sorry,
there
I need to
paving the
stop.
way a decade ago. Back in Time from the Men in Black 3 soundtrack has exactly one solid bit with the guitar sample. This bit right here.
Guys, this song is fire. I don't care, bro. I don't care. This song is fire. Low-key, well, the Pitbull songs I know, it's either between this song or Give Me Everything. I think that's a pretty unpopular opinion. But I don't know why this song is just so fire, bro. I don't know. Give Me Everything might edge it out, I'm pretty sure, but this song is still good.
I like how that sounds a good deal. I don't care for the rest of it. The sample is so random. Oh, baby. Love is Strange by Mickey and Sylvia. Yeah, really? A song from 1956 sampled for a song in a movie that takes place in 1969? Who chose this? You know what else? The kick drum and the claps are way too much.
That's fire. I don't care. That's fire.
What happened
That's
to
fire.
the sweet, gentle boy who gave us the Calle Ocho kick drum? As far as deep cuts go, there's Party Ain't Over, which has Usher, and Have Some Fun, which interpolates All I Wanna Do by Sheryl Crow. See, this should make me feel the same way that Feel This Moment does, but at least this feels unique. The attached Meltdown EP tracks are okay as a whole.
Yeah,
but
Timber,
the key
yeah,
song
yeah.
is Timber.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Classic
It's
Pitbull.
okay.
Kesha is great on the hook. That harmonica's putting in work.
Actually,
And the
no, it's a
track
good
is
song.
soaked in country.
I was
Perhaps
never.
inspired
I didn't
by
think it was like
late
the
Avicii's
best, but
work
like
around
it was
this
good, I
time.
guess.
Did you know Rihanna was supposed to be on this song?
I think it was something that she had to do with Shakira that wasn't able to work on our record, and happened to be Kesha. We did tour, we were on tour with her, and she's crazy, sexy, cool, wild, and fun.
This song allows me to bring up a common thread in some of Pitbull's songs. Casual misogyny?
Thicker than an oil spill. She say she won't, but I bet she will. Mommy got me twisted like a dreadlock. She don't wrestle, but I got her in a headlock.
Every so often, Pitbull drops a line that makes you wonder if his work would pass the Bechdel test. Now, some of this can be chalked up to the general trend of misogyny in hip-hop, since that's where Pitbull does come from, but opening that can of worms would invite a lot of bad faith arguments from those who see hip-hop as a scourge on society. Here's what I'll say. I'll remind you that Pitbull's songs are about the good time. And Pitbull,
Oh
as
my
the
God,
host
Pink
of The
Panther
Good
is just
Time, is using
dropped.
signifiers to show you that we are having the good time. So in many of these songs, women, and specifically conventionally attractive women, are used as props in the same way that money or alcohol are used. Pitbull portrays himself
I mean,
as
that's just
confident.
hip-hop.
In his songs, things like money, wealth, success, sex are essentially guaranteed, and there is nothing in the lyrics that will say otherwise. And when I put it like that, I do kind of make Pitbull sound like Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
I'm not going to take no for an answer because I just refuse to do that because I'm
Unc
a winner.
reference,
Winners,
no?
We don't listen to words like no or don't or stop.
I gotta stop.
Is any of that a defense? Not really, but I don't think most listeners go to Pitbull for his groundbreaking takes on feminism. Actually, wait,
True.
there is an explicitly pro-woman song on global warming. Drinks for You, Ladies Anthem with Jennifer Lopez.
That's why this song is dedicated to all the women out there motivated, always finding ways to make ends meet. All my women out there innovate.
This is shockingly good. Not just for the lyrical angle, but it's got this more reserved groove to it. definitely unique in Pitbull's catalog.
Is
and while I'm
this
offering
the official
genuine
lyric
praise,
video? They
Do
just
It
gave
from
up,
the
bro.
Meltdown EP has excellent retro soul production and vocals from Mayer Hawthorne. I'd love Pitbull to work with production like this more often.
Dieses Album ist ein gutes Beispiel für Pitbulls Canitos und Musikstil, obwohl ich empfehlen würde, sich bestimmte Highlights anzuhören, anstatt das Album in seiner Gesamtheit anzuhören.
Pitbull proved that global warming was not a hoax.
Because no one else could.
He scored even more hit songs, especially with Feel This Moment and Timber. Following the album, we got 2 more songs with Jennifer Lopez, another Enrique Iglesias feature, a song with Priyanka Chopra back when she did music.
Never heard of any of
with
these.
Austin Mahone, a song with Gabby Ponte.
I have heard of that one. This one? I'm pretty sure this was like in the Double Agent video, no? The one that I reacted to.
Yeah, with Austin Mahone, a song
Yeah.
with Gabby Ponte. Wait.
What? Don't care.
Are you telling me? But Pitbull's biggest feature in 2014 came courtesy of the World Cup in Brazil, as he, J-Lo, and Claudia Leite gave us the event's official song, We Are One, Ole Ola. And the wondrous nation of Brazil responded with, what the hell is this? It's not bad, it just doesn't sound like a song to commemorate a Brazilian World Cup. It sounds like Pitbull made a demo that could be used for any big sports game and then added a teeny bit of Brazilian flair. Soon after the song came out, we got the Olodum remix. It's the better version, for sure. Pitbull released Globalization in November 2014. Let's check out the singles. Fun once again features... but it's got an excellent beat. I can't deny that.
Cameraman, come on, man.
Fireball was an outright advertisement for Fireball vodka. It's never explicitly named in the song.
Okay,
When I
I've heard of
this at college
Fireball.
Parties, I only ever heard the guy go, Fireball. And I knew that meant it was time for us all to destroy our livers. In reality, the song is just about being a fireball, though I imagine the brand synergy was not unintentional.
I saw, I came, I conquered, or should I say I saw, I conquered, I came.
Is it bad that I think that's actually really clever?
Now, there's one question I've had about this song for years. Who is this guy? His name is John Ryan. Has he done anything else? The only other songs John Ryan has been on as a featured artist are 2 by Brass Knuckles, but he has made music under different names, and he's done a ton of producing and songwriting.
Okay.
He's all over One Direction's catalog.
That's
Best Song
fire.
Ever, Night Changes, Story of My Life.
Can we talk about how like this song is like literally legendary, bro?
Direction's catalog. Best Song Ever,
Look.
Night Changes.
You can hate One Direction. Like you could hate One Direction. You gotta admit, this song is literally legendary, bro. Like, this song's actually fire.
Story of
That
My
that
Life,
song is
all
legendary.
him.
This one too, bro. I don't
Usually you
care.
know him for
That's a
some of
legendary
Sabrina
song.
Carpenter stuff. Most recently, Feather. So
Oh.
yeah, John Ryan, if you ever watch this, cheers to you, man. Hope you're doing well. This music video is fun too. Fireball.
Real!
What was that? I know it's supposed to be an homage to cartoons, because then they've got a guy's jaw dropping to the ground and another guy's heart beating out of his chest.
That's the
Oh, this
mask
guy,
type
it
shit.
looks like he just grew another pair of eyes on top of his eyes. What is this, ukulele? Celebrate is possibly the most family-friendly Pitbull track ever made. No mention of alcohol, sex, drugs. Why is that?
You can see me 3D overseas. If you know me, then you know what
Oh.
off in the Bahamas with a bad one behind me.
Okay, but that just means there should be more drugs.
Then there's Time of Our Lives.
I sincerely believe that this is his best song.
And it's not even because of the beat, which is what I've been praising most Pitbull songs for, though it does use the same guitar sample that's on Music Sounds Better With You, so that's cool. It's also not really because of Pitbull, it's because of Neo.
I work my ass out, but I still can't pay it though. Just enough to get off in this club. Having a good time. London, let's have a good time.
Something that Pitbull songs don't really do is acknowledge hardship. And that's understandable. No one's going to a party to hear anyone complain about their lives. Pitbull sometimes acknowledges his own hardships in life, but they're only there to underscore why the good time is happening and why he is leading it. but parties, social gatherings, are often how we escape the downsides of life. Neo's verse
I don't get invited to those.
Acknowledgement of that. It's one of the few Pitbull songs.
Bro, I gotta
that
make
isn't
everything so
just
sad.
pure escapism. It's
No,
willing
yeah,
to
I
go
agree.
to a more real place just for a sec to make the good time feel more worthwhile.
This for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a great day. Remember that.
And everything else is fine.
Okay.
Globalization managed to
This is the fall off, no? This album? No?
and everything else is fine.
This is the fall off? I'm pretty sure. Unless,
Globalization
like,
managed to
there's a
bring
hey,
out
I
more hit
totally forgot
singles
about.
from the Pitbull towel. That said, I do remember Fireball and Time of Our Lives being the last inescapable hits by Pitbull, and I'm willing to bet that's the case for
Yeah.
you as well. But we didn't have to wait long for
Heard
new
it from a
music.
friend
Less than a year
who...
after
I remember that
Globalization,
song.
Pitbull released Dale in July 2015. This one is more or less the sequel to Armando, Pitbull's second album primarily in Spanish. How do I put this? I have virtually nothing to say about this particular album, but I also think it's pretty solid and possibly Pitbull's most consistent record in ages. Pitbull's status as the good time haver is still here, it's just based around a more centralized sound. And
My
the
bad.
personnel involved reflect that. Everyone here is from the Latin music world. The opener, Piensas Dile la Verdad, is good, El Taxi is fun, Poise Bebe is also fun, Mami Mami is solid. Like Armando, the subject matter on these songs is the same as any other Pitbull album. Drugs, money, women, partying, etc.
Cet album est un bel exemple de la philosophie et du style musical de Pitbull, même si je recommanderais de consulter des moments forts spécifiques plutôt qu'une écoute complète de l'album.
Dale did well in the
Climate
Latin music
change.
world, and it earned Pitbull his first ever Grammy. He even performed El Taxi at the 2016 ceremony. As a reluctantly avid Grammys viewer, I did not remember this at all. He closed the whole ceremony. My guess is that I forgot because it happened right after the big 1989 To Pimp a Butterfly upset.
All right, everyone, that was one of the most memorable moments in 2010's Grammy history. Coming up next is a bunch of dudes.
He also performed a new song that night, which would be our first taste of Climate Change, released in March 2017.
I assume that the title comes from how climate change encompasses more environmental effects than just global warming, and now Pitbull encompasses more than just music. I was going for a joke, but I think I just explained the genuine meaning behind the title.
Pitbull is once again shaking things up a bit. This was 2017 after all. Our champions were not Maroon 5, Imagine
Whoa!
Dragons, and Calvin Harris.
Whoa! Buddy. Are you fucking kidding me? What did he just say?
Title. Pitbull is once again shaking things up a bit. This was 2017 after all. Our champions were not Maroon 5.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Our champions were Maroon 5. What are you talking about? Do I have to pull up the statistics? What Lovers Do? Cold? Maybe even a little drip over from Don't Want to Know. That was more 2016, but Maroon 5 were champions. What are you talking about? They were the champions. They still are the champions. Obviously. Come on. What are we doing? Maroon 5 are the champions of music. We need to realize this. Mike the Snare, man, you're disappointing me. Can't even lie. I'm very disappointed.
Imagine Dragons and
Imagine Dragons? What are you talking about? Well, I mean, I'm not even a bunch of, but I mean, they had hits in 2017, like Thunder, Believer, bro. Those are literally like their biggest hits, you know? Did Natural cut? No, Natural was more 2018, 2019, right? No, bro. I feel like this is wrong. No, just like in general. Like, not even a troll.
Our champions were not Maroon 5.
27. What does he mean by champions, though? Champions as in, like, hit makers? If he's talking about hit makers, no. Because Maroon 5 had multiple hits in 2017. And Imagine Dragons had multiple hits in 2017. Big hits, bro. Believer is fucking huge, right? What does he mean by champions? I don't know. If he's talking about hit maker, then he's wrong. They both of these groups had several hits.
Calvin Harris. They were
Calvin Harris. Did he have a hit in 2017? Wait, when did Slide? Wait, hold on. When did Slide come out? Cause Slide was a hit, right? When did that come out? Was that 2018 or 2017? Yeah, 2017. That was a hit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding like his interpretation of Champion, right? I don't know.
Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, and Calvin Harris. On climate change, Pitbull experiments with some...
Wait, what? Oh, I'm confused. I need to actually like watch this.
Once again, shaking things up a bit. This was 2017 after all. Our champions were not Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, and Calvin Harris. They were Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, and Calvin Harris.
I just went through that whole spiel just for him to, you know, bro, how do I make myself look dumber every single reaction? I just need to fucking watch the video. What, bro? I'm done, bro. I need to stop embarrassing myself.
5, Imagine Dragons, and Calvin Harris. They were Maroon 5, Imagine Dragons, and Calvin Harris. On climate change, Pitbull experiments with some new sounds to see what would stick now that the early 20s
I'm so stupid, bro.
sound was moving out of
I actually need to watch the fucking video.
His experimenting pays off.
That's so embarrassing.
That's a
Whatever.
good opener. Big and loud with those jittery vocals, it speaks to the part of my mind that forgives the Chainsmokers their sins because they made roses. Bad Man was the song
all of you. Chainsmokers were hard. Closer goes hard. Paris goes hard. You Owe Me goes hard. Yep. Even a deeper cut like that, You Owe Me, that goes hard, bro. Roses goes hard, bro. I don't even care. The new stuff was good too, kind of. High was good. iPad was good, bro. Guys, I know the Chainsmokers are douchebags. Okay. Something just like this. Okay. Actually, no. Most of their stuff was pretty mid. I can't even lie. But their big hits, bro. Guys, like you can hate on Closer all you want, bro. But Closer was a fucking banger, bro. I don't care. Closer, bro. Closer is actually such a banger.
It's got
like
this
genuinely
raw rock and roll feel, courtesy of Travis Barker, Joe Perry, and Robin Thicke. If I said this had
Robin Thicke
divorced dad energy as a compliment, would you believe me? Freedom continues the rock with a sample of the Rolling Stones' I'm Free. Greenlight, I think this is really
Give me the green light.
Lunch Money Lewis sounds good on the hook. Pitbull,
Baby, just one night.
And the broader
I'm ready to
scope.
go.
Not everything hits though. Messing around with Enrique Iglesias
Ooh.
interpolates
Early from a friend. Ooh. That's fire.
Awkward. I'm also not crazy about options with Stephen Marley.
Man, you JFK. Mommy, you out your man.
Jesus Christ. What else? There's Dedicated with Austin Mahone and...
Free 'em, bro.
Climate Change sold okay and scored some modest hits. Later in 2017, we got Pitbull's Greatest Hits record. There were 2 new songs on there, and they are fine, but you don't care. You don't go to a Greatest Hits album for new experiences. In between albums,
True.
Pitbull tried his hand at a new medium. In 2018, he was brought in to help with the music for John Travolta Mafia movie, Gotti. I love how they used the specific Pitbull logo on the soundtrack cover. What do you think Pitbull's brand guidelines look like? Now, the score is whatever. It's mediocre. Generic Mafia movie music. Pitbull provided 2 original songs, So Sorry and Amore. Amore is actually decent. Pitbull over this mob movie trap beat is oddly compelling, but still nothing on the score is mind-blowing. The reason I'm highlighting
That poster
the
was
score
Sigma,
is
bro.
because, for the sake of research, I watched Gotti. And in order to write off that film on my taxes, I'm going to trauma dump onto all of you because this movie is so bad. It was directed by Kevin Connolly, known for such work as playing E from Entourage.
Let me tell you something. New York is the greatest
Me?
city in the world.
I wish I could tell you what happened in it, but I don't think events actually happen in this film. It's like someone watched a mob movie classic after taking a bunch of Xanax and then tried to make their own mob movie based on that. Here's another fun bit. That was it. I gotta say though, this film does open up some interesting historical discussions. For example, how is it that in this 1980s bar, the song Bad Man by Pitbull is playing in the background? Or at this block party, again, in the 1980s, how are they playing both Don't Stop the Party by Pitbull and Fireball by Pitbull? I feel like I'm the only person brave enough to say it, but Gotti is bad. Don't watch it.
0% is crazy.
Two ways, dead or in jail. I did both.
I did both. Whoa, 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 whoa. Free Palestine. Libertad 548?
Independent release in over a decade. Libertad 548 in September 2019. His dad is once again on the cover, not in the clouds this time, but that's okay. The title is also a reference to Pitt's father, who brought 500
He was a libtard?
Americans to the US in the Mariel Boatlift.
Unlucky, man.
Interesting hodgepodge. A bit of the Spanglish from Dale, pop hooks from Planet Pitt and Global Warming, some reggaeton from the Miami days. Think of it like a continuation of Climate Change's experimentation, just with greater emphasis on Latin music. Production this time was largely handled by Pitbull's DJ I Am Chino, Jorge Gomez, and Jimmy Joker.
Joker?
The opener Winning is fun, in part because they say winning like Winnie. Happy Mama Day combines a good reggaeton beat with the Everybody Everybody sample. 3 to Tango has this sultry salsa groove, and I like the production a good deal, but I think Pitbull kinda ruins the mood. He's on here describing a threesome with all the reductive excitement of a teenage boy.
Now mathematically this doesn't make sense, but in this scenario, 1 + 1 equals 3.
That's fire. That's fire.
I like that. I like that he took time to lay out the rules of the song's universe. I wish more songs.
Where do we even
Now,
find these women, bro?
This doesn't make sense, but in this scenario, I'm a cup of espresso. The music video's fine too, but Pitbull's sitting for most of it. Uncharacteristically quiet performance from Mr. Worldwide. Come on, man, get up, do something.
Oh, round and round and round and round we go.
Why was John Travolta playing Gotti when he could be starring in the Pitbull biopic? Not every song's a winner for me, though. Me Cuidare Contigo reminds me way too much of Train's Hey Soul Sister. Is it unfair to dismiss it solely based on that? The song is fine, I just can't hear it without thinking of Pat Monahan's untrimmed chest. The lowest point is Get Ready. This one tries to bring in some of the rock from Climate Change with a dash of the country from Timber, and it does not work. Why?
Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Whoa, get ready, bam-a-lam. Get ready.
Bam-a-lam?
I'm sorry, but you've got Blake Shelton singing the hook from Black Betty with all the passion of a
Fuck is Bam-a-lam?
I have never felt more deflated
Boom, Bam-a-lam.
chorus in my life. Like Dale before it, Libertad and its singles did pretty well in the Latin world. Pitbull had some shows and a Vegas residency scheduled for 2020, but of course they were all canceled due to COVID. But here's something cool. In April 2020, he released his COVID anthem, if you will. I Believe That We Will Win. Pitbull, I love the energy. It is a virus and not a sports team, but your heart's in the right place, so it's fine. Plus, the money from the single went to charity, so
oh, cool.
Yeah, good job, Pitbull. Good job. Oh, hey, Pitbull was on Drink Champs later in 2020. I wonder if he spoke on the song in any greater detail and how it came together.
Which is basically putting out a concert in this world that we're living in right now, whether it's a pandemic, scandemic, pandemic, whatever you want.
Wait, what?
You gotta read the tea leaves, bro. The reason I can have this conversation is because my family comes from communism. They fled communism. They had everything taken away from them. Everybody got murdered. Everybody got killed. When Castro took over everything, and I'm looking at what's going on right now, the only person here that's hot, 38 hot, is Castro. He's going, y'all did it with a virus? Y'all took over the world with a virus? Y'all gotta be kidding me. This shit gets deep. The only thing is do you wanna realize how deep it is?
What is he talking? What is this guy even saying? This guy's just saying random words. What?
Trusted you. I mean, he did say he wanted unvaccinated women in that one song. Just to be clear, he's wrong. COVID was not a hoax. For all the people who trust Pitbull exclusively for the
facts, bro.
Science,
that shit was fake.
I hope you do your own follow-up research. For most of 2021 and 2022, Pitbull was back on the road with Iggy Azalea.
Fake news.
I'm baffled the two of them have never
Iggy
done a song
Azalea?
together. I don't want it to be clear, I'm just surprised. But Pitbull the business magnate was up to more tricks. He's not Pitbull, he's Pitbull. In 2021, he became the co-owner of the NASCAR team Trackhouse. Times like these call for celebrations and brand synergy. In October 2023, Pitbull released Trackhouse. I was looking forward to a continuation of Libertad, and I did get that, but in a monkey's paw kind of way. So many songs here take their cue from Get Ready. Take a recognizable song, either present it as is or make it about partying, and have Pitbull rap over it. The blatant sampling on this album is so much worse than any other Pitbull.
I mean, it's 2023, right?
Jump around with Lil Jon.
The sample virus fucking got to
Freak
everybody.
Out is just Lay Freak, though it does have Nile Rodgers on it. It Takes Three is It Takes Two. Let's Take a Shot.
Everybody say hey, yeah, yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
Is it basically just Pitbull doing karaoke? Yes. But I think I get why he's doing it. Remember, Pitbull is still the host of the party, the good time. When I used to DJ parties, I learned that most people don't want to hear songs they don't know. They want to hear the hits. So why wouldn't Pitbull jam his songs with recognizable melodies? It's like his own hits playlist where he interjects every so often. But like with Libertad, Pitbull is at his best when he's working with a Latin sound, like on Lit in the City, Suave, or Bandolero. Let me also tackle the Daytona 500 Edition EP, which includes an additional 7 songs. Maybe these will feature more creativity than the main album. There It Is just Whoop There It Is. Get Down is just I Like It, I Love It by Tim McGraw. Good Life is just Good Times. Tequila is just Tequila Little Time by John Party. And Powerful Women is just 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. The rehashing is openly taunting us. At the very least, that last one does feature Dolly Parton.
Thank you, Dolly. Dolly.
This probably isn't the case, but imagine if that chuckle was Pitt realizing the name synergy in real time. The last 2 tracks are Thank God and Jimmy Buffett. Didn't know Pitbull was a Buffett fan, but Go Off King. And Guantanamera, She's Hot. Comes from Armando. This is not a new song. Turns out it blew up on TikTok recently, so it got a re-release. One last note about this record. On the song Roof on Fire, he says this.
Baby, I got ADD, you're delicious.
And at first I thought he said he had a DDD. If he had, I would have changed the name of the series on the goddamn spot.
Crazy, getting loose.
For good chunks of 2023 and 2024,
But I remember that
was on
movie,
tour with
The
Enrique
Ugly Dolls, whatever it's
Iglesias and
called.
Ricky Martin. I actually went to this show, and it's where I got COVID for the first time.
I guess you could say Pitbull took my life from negative to positive.
Pitt's got another tour with T-Pain this year, and as far as other ventures
T-Pain,
go,
what are you
he's
doing,
now
bro?
in the restaurant business. He became an equity partner in Miami.
Keep doing your
Grill,
Twitch
and the
streams,
latest
man.
location
Why are
just
we
opened in Nevada?
touring
Go
with
check it
Pitbull,
out
bro?
next time you're at the Henderson Walmart.
If you want to get into Pitbull, check out the Greatest Hits compilation. That's where the real bangers are. But if you just need Pitbull albums in your life, I'd say check out Miami, Rebelution, Global Warming and Meltdown, and Libertad 548. And if you want to hear more about artists and their albums
That's
and their
fire, bro.
stories, check out my deep Discog dive on De La Soul.
Thank you for watching. That was a good video. Not too shabby. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Pitbull is the GOAT. So, I mean, that's really what this video is about. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Guys, go subscribe to Mike the Snare. Go subscribe to Mike the Snare. Go follow him. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Snapchat, Threads, Facebook. Like the original video. And if you like this reaction, subscribe to me and like this video. And follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my second YouTube account. thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. I love you. Thank you.